中药、啤酒
Wake up coffee.
similarity with the beer, right?
Cannot only focus on the activity.
This coffee will be everywhere on the planet, you know, from Africa. No offense, but kind of educate people about the taste. So I try to do the same with the beer.
Hello， 大家好，我是咖啡猎人饭点，邀请10000个人喝瑰夏咖啡。今天邀请了一位朋友来喝一下瑰夏。那这位朋友的名字呢叫 Jeremy。
Hello， 你好，你好，我是 Jeremy， 我13年来这里。
哦，已经有13年了。
13年了，对啊。
Jeremy 呢是来自于法国，那现在呢他有在广东的中山经营一家精酿啤酒的一个酒馆。那我也非常的好奇，也想请他来聊一下关于你自己的这个酒吧。
我这里我酿啤酒啊，我妈妈的家人有那个 white wine winery，
是有做白葡萄酒这样。现在你自己酿的这些啤酒有哪种不同类型的啤酒
？European 英国、德国、Ireland 啤酒啊，还有现在我酿我的啤酒啊，新的我可以有那个中药啤酒。
哦，中药。
对啊，
我看到你有做那个菊花啤酒。
对。
那平常你喝咖啡吗？
我喝很多啊。
天喝多少
？3杯4杯啊。
哦，3杯4杯。
我起床的时候啊，有 espresso 啊。
Wake up coffee。
对 wake up coffee。
那看来是一个咖啡因重度的一个爱好者。那今天呢，邀请你来喝这个咖啡呢，会给你是一个手冲咖啡 pullover。第一杯咖啡，它是来自于巴拿马的，是叫翡翠庄园。这个咖啡的品种呢叫做 Geisha。我先呢会用这个手磨出来。
加油加油！这个运动很好啊，是不是啊？对，好像啊。How many grams you need for the water?
Usually, like there's a ratio from 115 to 118. Like if you add more water, it will extract more, but it might be less intense.
Yeah, you need to find the good balance.
Yeah, good balance. So I would like you start with this one, then you can try. That's the aroma. What do you think about the aroma?
Smells good, but not so strong. Yeah, quite light.
Very light. Maybe compare with the coffee you usually drink. This one is lighter.
Yeah. The coffee stay long time. The flavor, yeah.
Is it too acid for you?
For me, it's acceptable, but I think it's kind of a special kind of coffee. Yeah, there's no bitterness at all, but a little bit sour, acid. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially when you put it in your mouth first.
The texture is also
orange. Yeah, orange peels. A little bit orange peels. Yeah.
I think that's a very typical like flavor note for this kind of coffee.
Yeah, for me, I really taste the orange peels flavor.
Yeah, it has a little bit dry finish, a little bit like in the like black tea finish in the.
And the flavor in mouth is very comfortable, very nice.
Quite elegant.
Yes.
So you can try at a different temperature because that's when it's hot. When the temperature drops a bit, and the flavor will also change.
Also, color is quite nice. Yellow, orange, almost like tea, huh?
Very similar to black tea.
This one is cooler, right?
Yeah, now it's cooler.
I think the smell is a little bit stronger, no?
When it's hot, the jasmine aroma is very stronger, and then when it cools down, for me, the fruitiness start to come out in the aroma. It's like when it's hot, you got a lot of citrus note and a little bit bergamot, and then when it cools, maybe you start to find some like stone fruit notes like peach or plum. So it will change a bit.
Change already, yeah. Almost change more to like a little bit more like lemon. I really feel the difference between the first. Yeah.
The brightness is changing. Very bright.
It's interesting.
Citric acidity. Yeah, it's very interesting because when you brew beer, like you check the color of the.
Yeah. Color is very important. I mean, it's the first impression, right? It's what you see, and then it's what you smell and what you taste. So you need to combine those three things, right? If the beer doesn't, it's the same with coffee, right? The color I think is quite good, a little bit like golden.
So this one is close to which kind of beer?
I have a Belgium beer, triple Belgium. Looks
triple
exactly the same color.
Oh, next time I need to try.
Yeah.
Triple Belgian. I think now for me there's some like red apple sweetness,
more sweet,
a little bit caramel in the flavor.
The second time for me was the best one. I think that was for me. It was really very nice. Good coffee, great coffee. Very good, very good.
So I'm going to let you try the second brew.
Yeah, great. So this is the same coffee but different process to get back the seed, right?
Yes.
The one when I went to Vietnam, I visited some farm for coffee, and they have those like wild animal, to eat the beans, right? I forgot the name of the.
Papillois.
Yeah. So it's another way of getting back the seed, right?
Yeah, it's like actually it's just like fermentation. The coffee will be fermented inside of the stomach of the animal, the cat. So it's just a different process of fermentation. So, you know, these days, people in specialty coffee industry, they also play with the fermentation. Anaerobic fermentation with yeast, different type of yeast, like beer, you know, they use beer.
Yeah, I see a lot of similarity with the beer, right? It's kind of a endless process and flavors, and especially recently, right? Like I can see, even though in Europe, the coffee industry developed crazy for the last, I would like to say, 10 years.
This one is very different. So there are more, for me, it's like dry fruit, more relatively fermented flavors. So the intensity of that coffee was okay for you.
Even more, it's no problem. Yeah, no problem. I can handle more. I have a try for that.
So I give a little bit to try when it's hot first.
I prefer this one.
You prefer this one?
Yes. I don't know what kind of flavor is it. Roasted flavor, is it? Or I call it the coffee flavor. You know, like the
caramel, like, or dark chocolate.
Yeah. Like
the acidity is lower compared with the first one, and it's easier for you to accept, or you can, like before, it's also fine.
Both are fine.
Do you feel like there's a little bit like winey taste? But this one is natural.
I feel the wine, like the Tana.
We actually use this word to describe coffee as well. How do you call it? Industrial beer? How do you?
Yeah, there's no comparison. Industrial beer, actually they use some kind of like alcohol, right? It's not 100% of beer, you know what I mean? They use some alcohol, so that's the big difference. The second big difference is about, I would like to say, the liquid itself. Because it's industrial, they have to make sure the beer tastes exactly the same all the time.
Yeah, consistency.
Consistency and in the time. So actually, if you check inside, there is absolutely no nutrition. There is nothing anymore, you know what I mean? For my beer, right, the home brew, I don't filter the beer at all. So it means like inside you have a lot of nutrition. It makes the taste changing. If you taste it from the day 1 to the day 10, if you try it every day, the taste is different for about 1 or 2 weeks. After that, taste will be going down for about 6 months. After 6 months, the beer still good, but the taste is very different as the second week.
How long does it take to make one brew, for example?
Brew the beer takes about like 6 to 7 hours. And after that, the fermentation takes 3 weeks. It's very similar as the wine, for example, except like the wine process is much longer. But the wine is the same. If you take a bottle of wine, the taste change year after year after year, right? So if you take an industrial beer, this is a very big difference. Yeah, that's the main difference. Yeah.
Why did you decide to start your craft beer business?
Well, I don't think the beer is very good in here. So I try to find a solution. So I begin to make my own beer. This is how I begin. Yeah. So actually, like I said, it's just exactly the same as coffee, right? That if you have a coffee made by somebody who knows how to make coffee, it's change your life. I mean, it's really changing every like perception of what you are drinking. So I try to do the same with the beer. Yeah.
You have to, you know, you want to show people that's the standard of specialty coffee. It's there, like a craft beer should taste like this, and a cup of specialty coffee should taste like this.
The easiest bean you can find, and then every coffee will taste the same. And this coffee will be everywhere on the planet, you know, from Africa. I don't think it's a good.
You can not only focus on the, you know, the activity, but quality is more important.
I mean, like if you really like focus on making money, you have to make everything simple. But simple is usually not a good solution for good taste.
Simple, like for example, a coffee like this is very simple. It's actually just coffee beans, ground, and then add water. That's a pure black coffee. But it can also be, you know, there are a lot of interesting flavors behind it.
Exactly, and I think that's our job to, like, no offense, but kind of educate people about the taste. You know what I mean? Because if we don't do it, I mean, even though for me, right, there is many things I'm interested in, and I try to find the best, and I do some research or something. But we need somebody to show people like, yeah, this is the proper taste, and this is how to make coffee, and this is the good one. Yeah.
That's the theme of our video, actually.
Some mental process, right?
Yeah. Like that's I think what you are, you know, trying to do in the like craft beer industry is also what we are doing in the specialty coffee industry. So that's a very interesting conversation. 我的点赞500，然后我们去一下 Jeremy 的这个精酿酒吧去做一个精酿啤酒的品鉴。新年快乐
！Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Bye bye.